Dripping like
all is lost, but I ain't found.
Got you smiling at me, that's the way it should be.
Nobody wants to go last in the gangbang. You want to go first.
Lady in black, I'm all about your bad intention.
Host.
Yeah, it's you. You gotta introduce
Dave Ferratu, the host, is coming up to the
Please
stage
approach
to host.
the stage. The host with the most.
Welcome, Dave.
You're listening to the number 6,534,000th most popular podcast in the world, everybody. Welcome to Live from Akron. It's good to see everyone.
Woo! Woo!
And my entire audience is now on the stage, so no one's left to clap. Seriously, here we are. We're doing this. This is our fourth Live from Akron. We just started this new live podcast. And we're not ashamed to say that we're copying off of Kill Tony, who is the most popular live podcast out there. But instead of 60 seconds to perform, you get 120 seconds. That's 2 minutes, you guys.
Double.
And so, yeah, and really, it doesn't matter what kind of performer you are. So you don't have to be a comedian. It's kind of like a talent show, but after 2 minutes, we're gonna cut you off, and then we're going to interview you and talk about whatever that performance was. So, my name's Dave Andrews, and I also am known by Dave Ferratu, and I would like to introduce my panelist today. I got a couple of panelists, and we have Hendoh, Alexander Henderson. Give it up for Hendoh, everybody. Yeah, and also we have Jesse sitting here, and give it up for Jesse.
Hello, Jesse. Don't worry about it.
And Andrew Wirtz is our engineer. We couldn't do it without him. And thank you. And then you guys, you heard the really great and powerful DJ, Peter Trowbridge, standing right there. Yeah, and the lovely, lovely sounds, setting the vibe, setting the scene, and getting us ready to kick off this show. So,
brought to you by VictoryPose.com. Premium body care and a sustainable package. Everyone should feel confident enough to be victorious every day. Go to VictoryPose.com. There's discount codes on the front page of the site and always free shipping. Feel like a champ.
I get scared every time I open this thing up that it's going to be on a porn site, and I'll have forgotten to collapse it out. And
Okay, I feel like that's a you problem.
yeah, it's definitely a me problem for sure. I don't know.
You know where you're coming here. Like, you know where you're going. It's not that hard.
It's a
There's a
world
little
problem.
X, and you just, when you're done, you're just like, done, and then you're done. And then you're done.
No, it's not that simple, because sometimes you'll be looking at the site and another site pops up behind it that you don't know.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It
So
seems
you think
still
you
like a
actually
him
close it, and
problem.
then it's like some other cheap other porn site that's like
An oopsie.
mimicking off of Pornhub. So yeah, that's what happens. I don't know why it does
I
that.
would not know because
I
I'm an
was told
innocent
that
person.
Yeah,
like
I was
never
told
ever.
that happens.
That's if that does happen, hopefully your kids aren't in the room.
I really hope my kids aren't up here right now.
before they catch the bus, and you're like opening up your laptop on the breakfast table, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
there's some hardcore, what do you call that?
Dinner
When you-
I think it's
conversation,
time
that's
to set the
what we call
timer.
that.
Intercourse. That's the word I couldn't think of. I was like,
that's the conversation you have at dinner when they get back home from school. You gotta catch this bus, but when you get home, we gotta talk.
all right, well,
How about those 2 minutes of pleasure on the clock?
I don't know.
it's going to be pleasure.
now how
We'll
about
let you
this
know.
microphone here, Alex?
Check.
Well,
It's
okay,
pretty loud.
that's hot. That's
Yes,
hot,
it
just
is.
like you, brother.
Woo!
Big
Thank
old
you.
hot Viking vibes. Yeah, after your 2 minutes, you're going to hear me do this tambourine, and that means it's a wrap it up quick, or
Slow fade.
yeah, and because you don't want to hear the dual tambourines. It gets pretty nasty.
Wait,
so
when does the dual tambourines
that's
happen?
if they if I ultimately have to pull the curtain, like if they're
Like the Sandman on Apollo.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He come and like push
He
you off
needs
the
a hook.
stage. Yeah.
Just get the hook.
He used to take a broom. He used to take a broom and like push him on stage.
So yeah, one tambourine
Gotcha.
or two. Okay. Well, I think everybody's all set to go, and we have our first performer. His name is actually Leo Melon. Give it up for Leo Melon, everybody.
Lady in black, I'm all about your bad intentions. Matte black lipstick I left on my glass. She knew right then she would hurt me. You can't break me down. You can't break me for what I haven't done. Lady in black, I'm all about your bad intentions. The sound of your heels echo in my mind. She knew right then with that stare. I played roulette with her eyes. You can't break me down. You can't break me for what I haven't done. Thanks. I screwed up the first verse, but it's fine.
Look at this. Right under.
I forgot a line and then I just quit playing, so I just went on with it.
I mean,
Nobody knew. Yeah. I know. Yeah, you've just outed yourself. That's right. So,
He beat the time.
so yeah. Leo Melon, that was a good performance. I liked it, and you were here last week, and you've become a regular on Live from Akron, and so how's your life been since you gained that Live from Akron notoriety after last week? Have you been getting noticed on the sidewalk at all?
I've been getting noticed. My life has changed for the better. It's been lovely.
Hell,
he noticed you.
The guy that rides the bus noticed you. And that's great.
Hell yeah.
so what's up with that song, Alex? I thought it was pretty cool. It reminded me of Milky Toast, or what is that Milky band? You know what I'm talking about. Anybody?
I don't know.
Milky Chance.
Milky Chance?
You're
okay.
welcome.
I said Milky Toast.
That
But
sounds much worse.
I like to dip my toast in milk, but I mean, that's,
But it's about, kind of like the girl in The Devil Wears Prada, like Lady in Black. Just, when you go out somewhere and you see a promiscuous woman that, is looking and eyeing you across the bar, and it's just going to be trouble, so you just need to run away, basically. But you always give in.
yeah, because what I heard in that song was "Break Me." I think you want this. You think you're looking for a little domination in your life, bro. I think you want this promiscuous lady to come in and just what I'm saying. At least I don't know what they do. I'm not a BDSM guy, but
sure you're not. Yeah.
I mean, life is all about experiences.
Well, that's the great thing about songs, open to interpretation.
There you go. There you go. I like that.
I think you're looking to submit to that lady, and you're just ready to. Anyway, awkward. His wife is sitting right here, you guys. I mean,
I like it. I like the song. I mean, I'm not a connoisseur of this type of promiscuous music, but you know, more like.
Not a connoisseur of promiscuous music, because it's its own genre.
No,
Music for promiscuity.
I mean, if you wanted like my input on music, I like all music, but I think I'm more. I have more information on oldies, like Motown, R&B, hip hop, that kind of.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for sharing it with us, Leo Melon. And you guys, apparently Leo Melon has music out there on the internet. Yeah, thank you. Leo Melon, everybody. Give it up for Leo Melon. Oh, yeah. Good job. Nathan, come on up, Nathan. Yeah, and right after this show, we have a comedy open mic. And so it starts at 8 p.m. next door at the Pharmacy. And our show is from 5 to 8, and then you can bounce over there. And also every Tuesday night there's an open mic here.
Yeah.
At the Matinee. So there's a lot of comedy here in Highland Square. It's the comedy capital of Summit County.
One, two.
Yes, sir.
One, two.
Okay, we're back. Look, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We got Nathan Edmunds from the Shoehorns coming in, and he's going to do a couple minutes for us. You ready to roll, Nathan?
Yeah.
Woo!
Let's do this.
I meant to tell you I'm just going to come up here and practice. So this will be part of my time. It's going to be me practicing guitar because I never really learned this song. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, got you smiling at me, that's the way it should be. Like the leaf says to the tree, so fine. Oh, all the good times we had, I sing love songs so glad. Always smiling, never sad, so fine. I think that's an appropriate end to it right there. It's probably on the guitar side. No, man, I'm good. Let's talk about it. This is the most interesting open mic that we could do.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. Now, Hendoh, are you okay? You didn't get nervous over there when you heard
banjos?
Yeah, the banjos playing and the,
man,
and the holler?
I was in the Army and shit, man. I had buddies that played banjos when we be out in the field and stuff like that, so.
Okay,
I like it, man. I mean, I love musicians.
That's a Led
As
Zeppelin
a comedian,
tune.
I love musicians, man.
That's a Led Zeppelin tune.
So
Yeah.
I have a deep love for banjos, like a deep love for banjos. So like if somebody comes on the show with a banjo, they win. For me,
This
they
is
just
a,
win.
This is a guitar.
I
It
recognize
sounds
that.
like a banjo.
I recognize that. That's why you didn't win.
I hear you.
Like you
I
didn't,
didn't win.
It did have Deliverance vibes,
But
though.
it had
Yeah.
he brought a banjo, so I felt like the need.
I feel the
like
same way she do, cause I mean, even though I'm a brother and I'm from the hood and the streets and stuff, I fuck with banjos,
There
man.
is something
There's
about
something
a
about a
banjo.
goddamn banjo.
Something about it, man. They got it right, even if it's kind of
Yeah,
terrifying.
you know what I'm saying?
So that was a Led Zeppelin song, actually.
Yeah, from Led Zeppelin 3. Killed Barnyard Stomp, I believe it's about. I don't know why I'm
Okay.
talking like Austin Powers right now.
You can just be natural here. Just be yourself.
Okay.
It's like Brother, Where Art Thou? That movie, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, do you come
Yeah.
approach the stage?
Thanks-
Do you
thank
have
you
a
for-
testimonial? Are
thank
you
you
ready?
for coming.
I think we have a
Yeah.
testimonial here.
She
Come
came
on
all
here.
the way here.
You guys,
from wherever
this
she
is-
said she's from.
This is the time.
Came all the way here from West Virginia.
You guys.
Wait.
I'm Diane.
Hi,
and
Diane.
I think Akron has a spontaneity about it that I haven't. It's like I'm a different person when I'm here, and I feel warm and accepted, and not.
Where are you from, Diane?
Well, a lot of places. My mom's from another country, and I was in a different part of Ohio, but with the eclipse, I came to Akron, and it was like everyone was peaceful. I don't know what to say. It was weird.
Well, welcome to Akron.
Well,
Glad to have you on the show. Thank you for showing up. Diane.
Everybody. She must have been in Cuyahoga
Woo,
Falls.
Diane, thank you for showing up.
She said everyone is accepted, and
It was peaceful. I'm like, is that Cuyahoga Falls? Because that ain't.
Yeah, what part of Akron is that? That's where I'm going to hang out.
I mean,
we're in like the jewel
you're
of we're
here.
Highland.
This is
Highland
the part of
Square.
Akron.
Well, I feel like Highland Square is like, it gets kind of, there's a bunch of different parts of Akron. Highland Square would be like the capital of like Wyoming.
No, it's
or
like where the weirdos hang out.
Talking
That's
about-
why it's
Yeah.
cool. Wyoming is not cool like that. This is like Santa Carla from the Lost Boys. It's like where all the cool people, also vampires, hang out.
Santa.
I
Where's
agree
the
with that.
Santa
Where's
Cruz?
the Ferris wheel at?
Santa-
That
Santa
last,
Cruz
that last
is-
part you said vampire. Goddamn right. I fucking saw one, I swear to God.
We need to come back to this. Hold up. We need to talk about Led Zeppelin, and then we need to talk
Okay,
about these
yeah.
vampires.
So Nathan Edmunds, thank you for that offering, and
Do you play the banjo?
No.
Could you
Clearly.
play the banjo?
Clearly.
when I
Yes, obviously.
when I saw you a couple years ago, you were tripping pretty hard on, I think it was some LSD, and you were doing a performance. Do you remember this? At the pharmacy, was it, or was it at
I've
Musica?
never tripped before, but
a
I
good answer.
could have had some Jameson.
That's a good answer.
That's a perfect answer. That's the best answer. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm such an innocent baby boy.
But I do remember playing the pharmacy a time or two. I'm just glad that didn't lead into like pornography.
We closed that tab.
couple of years ago, the first time I saw
we keep
you.
reopening this tab. We keep going back up to the bar and reopening this shit.
Well, this
It was
is
my
not
fault that time.
this is not a family-friendly show,
Definitely not.
but
Poor baby over there.
so I was going to
He said
ask you
depends on
about
the
what it was
family.
like to be under an altered state of consciousness while trying to perform music. But you say it's just
mean-
you stick to the liquor.
Yeah, but I'll try anything once, Dave.
Okay.
Maybe you were on the tab while he was playing at the pharmacy.
I thought I was self-conscious. Here's the
Maybe
thing.
you slipped something in my drink and
Nathan, truly what it is I'm not man enough to take a bunch of acid or mushrooms and then be out in public and trying to perform. And I was like, wow, dude. I was like in awe of the power that you possessed, that you were able to just like flow, up off the street and into a venue and do a wild. I've heard tale.
I wish
You
I
know?
was there.
So wait, I want to go back to where he said he thought you put something in his drink. That's why I want to go back to that part. Like,
That's just a weekend in Highland Square, man. That's just
damn Dave, boy.
that's a day of the week.
You're like the white version of Bill Cosby, putting shit in people's drinks, man.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Hey, that guy got a bad rap.
Did he?
Just
think
kidding.
he
Just kidding.
Just checking because
Got a
I'm
bad
pretty
rap.
sure he was guilty.
He had bad rap.
Did
That's
you
why
hear
he
Harvey Weinstein's thing got overturned recently. Can you believe that shit?
I know. Things that make you go,
Yeah, bro, I can't
Let's
watch.
talk about that.
No. We're back to talking about your music.
Yes, that's why we're here.
Well, I was just watching some Harvey Weinstein movie the other night, and dude, that movie sucks,
Where
bro.
I thought he was going with that.
Just reminiscing a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, it had De Niro, Pacino, fucking, like, it was called Heat.
Oh, I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
that one.
yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah.
You like that movie?
I forgot about that movie.
It's all right.
That movie's trash, bro. That movie's trash, dog.
It was okay.
Oh, you trying to watch Pacino make out with a fucking like Charlize Theron? I'm like, that's not realistic.
Wait, you don't think that he could get Charlize?
Maybe with his money, he probably could.
I mean,
but
absolutely.
it was gross to watch. I'm not trying to watch Pacino and a makeout and a love scene, bro. Like, I'll watch him with the submachine gun, and
Well, he was like 40 in that movie.
dude, he's always looked 80 though. You know what I mean? He's just one of those guys. He don't.
So, my man, why'd you pick
He's
that
a vampire.
song? He's a vampire.
Yeah.
We're back on this topic.
Wouldn't doubt it.
It's
Wouldn't
gonna be
doubt
a
it.
theme tonight. It's the word of the day. It's like Pee Wee.
He's a vampire.
Why'd you pick that song?
Well, I felt I loved the Kill Tony vibes, and I was just walking down Highland Square. I was walking on West Market Street, and what was the question again?
Why you picked the song you played tonight?
I was gonna play an original, and I was like, well, this is like the hillbilly Kill Tony, so let's fucking
Ouch.
do it. That's because of the specific vibes. I was just feeling like a hillbilly vibe when I was walking down the street.
Hillbilly
Like,
Kill
Really?
Tony.
some guys walked
In
by
Highland
going
Square.
into Aladdin's.
Highland Square. You get a hillbilly vibe. You get the
It was-
banjos and deliverance going.
It was
I mean, there is
out
a
of
river.
it was out of character. It was out of character.
A hippie vibe. I would get hippie vibes.
I got
go with
that. I
hippie.
got that vibe too. There's like a couple
It
guys.
overlaps for you?
Yeah.
Hillbilly vibes.
Hillbilly.
You sure what part of West Market Street
Wait,
was you
so
on, man? Like, 'cause
How
that-
about Kill
might have been
Tony
closer.
on meth? How about Kill Tony on meth?
I am not on meth.
This is a.
I need to clarify
I'm not
that
trying to
right
turn
now.
this into a roast. I was.
No, you can. You can. It's the white trash Kill Tony. It really is a
man,
little more
no.
appropriate.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
I'm
Well,
white,
what are
I'm
you?
White,
What-
I'm
what-
white
what-
trash.
He's the whitest.
It's a
trash.
frame of mind.
I'm so white trash.
This is culture.
I live in a double wide.
You're getting some culture here.
I'm
The white
getting
trash
it.
culture.
Yeah, man, I love it.
My trailer was the jewel
I
of
spent
the
some time
trailer.
in
So
Tennessee.
where you come from with all your hillbilly-ness about you?
Well, I
are you-
grew up in Louisiana and Mississippi and Memphis, Tennessee,
Hey.
and Portage County. So
All right, there
Hey.
it is. It's the Portage County
Ravenna,
part.
and I'm not talking
Me
about.
too,
I'm not talking
Ravenna.
about Italy.
No, Ravenna.
Or as they say in West Virginia,
That's
Ravenna.
where I grew up.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
the worst.
Yeah, Ravenna.
Meth capital of Portage
Yeah.
County.
You're not kidding.
I know.
Mississippi, Memphis, and Louisiana.
All of those sound better
Yeah.
than
yeah.
Ravenna.
So that's where you grew up.
Yep. I moved to Ohio
Sweet.
Why?
when I was like 10 or so. So I grew up down
Why?
south. My mom was kind of a gypsy.
Okay.
This is therapy now.
This is it's therapy. Man, talk whatever you want.
Yeah.
Tell us
So
all
that's
about
why
your
I,
life.
that's
We're
why
your-
I
we're your
chose the Led
therapist.
Zeppelin song.
And look, you get an eclectic,
I
group
feel
of therapists here. Like,
This
you
is
get-
like
welcoming.
I feel like I'm gonna turn the corner coming out of this
I
place.
think
like,
so. I
I'm
think
going to work tomorrow.
after
and I'm gonna,
tonight-
I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and get HR called on me.
No, we're just
Not
trying to
that
reveal
way.
the story. We're trying to find something interesting to talk about. That's all. It's pretty innocent.
I like that he traveled around though. That's good.
Where was your
I mean,
favorite
that-
place to
that makes
live?
a good, rounded person in general, especially for
real.
musicians. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, guys. All jest aside, I do love Northeast Ohio.
It's
I don't
the
think
best.
I'm ever gonna move.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
What part of Ohio? I didn't hear.
Just Northeast Ohio.
Northeast?
the-
Oh,
This
yeah,
part,
the greater
where we are.
Northeast
Yeah.
Ohio.
I didn't hear him say
Akron,
northeast. I just
Akron,
heard
Cleveland.
Ohio. Yeah.
Maybe not Youngstown, Warren, but
Well,
Akron, Cleveland.
he lives in Cuyahoga Falls. That's why he's saying that. 'Cause, that is nice. That's nice out there, man.
It's not too bad. They come a long way. The front street's nice. They revitalized
Amazing.
Front Street.
Amazing there. Last night I was there.
I went to the Wu-Tang concert last year up there at the Blossom.
Oh, hell yeah.
So at the end, right, they were like, all right, Cleveland, we love you. And then like the crowd was like, this is not Cleveland. And I'm like,
50
It's
minutes.
it's only like 20 minutes. Like, what are we supposed to say? Thank you, Stowe, or what? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Thank you, Cuyahoga Falls.
Thank you,
No,
Cuyahoga
no.
Falls. You know what I mean? Because
But also-
one of the guys was like, this ain't Cleveland. Where the fuck is this?
Like, Wu-Tang's from Cleveland, though, yeah? They're local. Or Northeast Ohio, aren't they?
No, Wu-Tang? The Wu-Tang Clan?
No, who?
That's
Oh,
like
no,
fucking
Bone Thugs
Bone
and Harmony.
That's
My
Bone
bad.
Thugs. I was like,
Okay.
the Wu-Tang Clan, they from
Uncultured over
Listen,
here.
they
We're
from the
from-
slums of Shaolin.
We're from Ravenna.
I told you I was from Ravenna.
You didn't
I
learn these
started
things in
this
Ravenna.
out
Oh,
with
no.
that prefaced.
Wu-Tang Clan is from
Sorry,
Staten
Bone
Island.
Thugs, my
Staten
bad.
Island, New York.
Okay. Well, that's fair. But you know what? It's still Cleveland.
That's
It's-
fine.
The whole area.
We're all being acculturated here, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Like, I'm learning so much tonight.
I'm learning too.
I thought Wu-Tang was from Harvard.
I feel like he needs a mic,
All right,
too.
we gotta move it along. Well, give it up, everybody.
Thank
That's
you.
Nathan
Thank you very
Edmunds.
much.
Nathan.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan
so.
Edmunds from the Shoehorns. Look up the Shoehorns.
Thank
They're
you.
out there
Woo!
on the social media.
Shoehorns.
And
I heard you're on the social media. You
Yeah.
can plug that later.
they're a fantastic, amazing psych rock band from Akron, Ohio. Now let's introduce you to. This is Alexander Henderson, and he goes by Hendoh, and he is a professional comedian, and he's been on our panel tonight, and we're happy that he participated, yeah, we're gonna give Hendoh 2 minutes, and we've had a lot of musical guests, but not that many comedians. Although Bill Marzano's been really great, although he's not here tonight, but yeah, we're gonna get Hendoh up here, and then we're gonna talk about it. Let's get your timer started, brother, and reset, and it's all you, man.
I know I'm black, and I know you're probably wondering if I like cornbread or not, and I do. I love cornbread. It's one of my favorite foods. I think it gives black people superpowers. Like, you can eat a piece of cornbread. Like, for me, I can, like, fuck a girl all night long off like a 2x2 cubic inch piece of cornbread. Like, I don't need Blue Chew, need none of that shit. And I hate open mics. I was telling Dave the other day, like, I hate going to open mics because, like, this is like the golden age of comedy. So if you get to the open mic late, you at the end of the list, and it could be 20, 30 comics. Like, I don't want to go last. I want to go first. Open comedy to me is like a gangbang. Nobody wants to go last in a gangbang. You want to go first. I'm like Ricky Bobby and shit. I'm like, you ain't first, you last. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go first. And I'm standing back there trying to stay ready. Watching other comics do their thing, you know. And all this time, I'm sitting there like, well, I'm going to just eat my cornbread, and I'm going to just fucking be ready for when it's my time. I'm Hendoh, everybody. You can see me around Northeast Ohio. I appreciate you. Give it up for Dave for putting this thing together. Woo! Live from Akron, baby.
Yeah, all right, Hendoh. Hell yeah, that was a good set, bro. Hendoh, that was pretty funny, man. I think,
Like the cornbread bit, like that.
yeah, dude, like,
I got 30 minutes of that shit.
30 minutes of cornbread.
Just fucking cornburn.
That is a
30 minutes of cornbread.
But I'm
Damn.
ready for it. Like, I'm ready
I got
to hear
30 minutes, baby.
more of this.
Yeah.
I really love the cornbread-themed humor. But you keep going
Because
with
we got family members named Cornbread, black people.
Oh, really?
That's how important cornbread is to the black community. I never met a white person named baklava or pierogi. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But I got
not a
family
bad
members
idea,
named
then.
Cornbread. Yeah.
Yeah, well, cornbread was, that's a hillbilly thing, too. We've been talking a lot about hillbillies
Everybody
tonight.
loves cornbread. Everybody
And,
For
loves it.
real.
I grew up on that shit, man, and it came out of a cast iron skillet, and I'll tell you, man, damn, bro. I mean, it was just, a thing of beauty, you know, a hot pad of butter, you know. Well, the cornbread is the hot
gotta
one.
make everything
The butter's
sound sexual,
cold,
man.
but the butter, well, yeah.
You make everything sound sexual. Like, yeah, I melted the butter like a candle, and I watched it drip on the cornbread.
It was so sexy.
I was making it.
I mean, it was stimulating, I'll tell you that.
Lather it up.
Cornbread is stimulating. Think about it. Like, cornbread brought...
Corn is phallic in
Cornbread
itself.
brought America through hard times. If you think about it, think about it. Think
Brown
about cornbread.
beans and
fucking,
cornbread.
The Great Depression. Fucking cornbread.
Yeah.
Beans and cornbread. Matter of fact, there was a song made, Beans and Cornbread, by, what was it, Louis Jordan and the Tiffany's 5.
I mean,
it's
I'd eat that.
Tiffany 5.
I'd eat that right now.
Beans and cornbread had a fight. Beans, not cornbread, out of sight. Beans and cornbread. That was the fucking song in the 30s.
Who
Keep
wins,
going, though. I'm
though?
digging this.
My great-grandmother used to listen to this song.
I was going to harmonize.
She would clean chitlins and had that song on.
Yeah, and then you got the, you know, so the black folks and white folks, that's one thing they have in common because, you know, when I grew up, my family was hillbillies, you know, and they did the cornbread and the brown beans and the turnip greens, which was like, what'd you guys call the greens? It
Because we had turnips, we had mustard greens, collard greens.
Collard
That's
greens.
probably more of the black favorite. It's
Yeah.
probably collard greens, but we used to mix. My grandma used to mix all three. Sometimes she would mix cabbage in there with the greens and stuff like that. Ham hock, pig's feet, pig's ears.
We did that. The hillbillies
Keep
and the
going.
black folks were
Yeah.
kind of doing the same shit.
You do the
bro.
pinto beans or you do the black eyed peas.
Why did the
And you pour the
hillbillies?
black eyed peas on top of the cornbread. Yeah.
Why did the hillbillies not like the black folks though? If they're eating the same shit.
If I was Sam Beckett and I had a time machine, I could go back and tell you, but I could give you my opinion.
Yeah, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? Because we have two representatives here.
I think they was mad because our shit was better.
I think you're right. I think you're right, bro. It was, and
You
it,
got better
obviously-
They came down to the
Cornbread. Yeah,
slave
you gotta
house. It was like,
steal
what
their
y'all doing
cornbread."
down here? Y'all making beans and cornbread? Give me some of that shit. And they tasted some of that shit, and they was like, what the fuck? Give us this recipe. And they didn't teach us how to read, so we couldn't write the fucking recipe. So
Yeah, and I bet you guys could farm a hell
There's
of a
the
lot
history.
better than a hillbilly. I mean, you got to think y'all been farming longer than the hillbillies. You probably taught them how to do it.
I'm ready to change this subject back to the music and the comedy. Let's talk about the comedy.
Dave loves to go.
back to-
Dave loves to go deep down the fucking rabbit's hole and
Hold
shit.
on.
You know what I
Let's-
mean? Like
let's go back to the cornbread jokes because I like those.
he's looking for Alice in Wonderland. Every time we talk about shit, he want to go look for Alice and shit.
No, I just want to make Jesse uncomfortable.
Super uncomfortable.
No,
No,
man.
seriously, Hendoh and I, we like to unravel race. I don't know, I won't speak for him, but for me, you know, we did that together on our podcast last year, and I rather enjoyed it because, you know, I come from a racist family, and I'm, you know, I'm trying not to be racist, and I think I've done a great job my whole life, but thank you so much. Because
That's what it takes. It takes us sitting down, breaking bread like cornbread, and sitting
Like cornbread.
and eating and
gonna
talking.
tie the
man.
whole thing together.
It is because I told you I got 30 minutes on this shit, and I know how to put America back together again. It's with cornbread. Okay,
So
it's hard to
what's
find
not
cornbread
cornbread
these days.
about
I don't know what happened during COVID. Like the price of cornmeal went up or some shit.
I'm just telling you that I know.
When I
they
got out the
have it,
army, when I
and
got out the
it's-
army like right around 2020, I came back. I was like, I couldn't find cornbread with any meal anymore. I was like, what the fuck happened?
That's not
Everybody
so
make
much
a
bread,
hush puppy.
though.
Even hush puppies. Hush puppies is like the cornbread to go.
I love
hush
hush
puppies.
puppies.
Like you just throw them in your pocket, like you know.
Well, I mean, how else do you eat those? They come out of your pocket.
You never know when you hook up with a girl. You got some cornbread right there.
Whoa.
And you can
I
just
mean,
pull it
you know,
out.
That's literally the reason you.
That's the reason that we made hush puppies.
Well, listen, I can you?
That's why they call them hush puppies.
How is
Gets
that?
me
Is
every
that
time.
your? Does that work for you? The cornbread in the pocket with the ladies? Because
Yeah.
It gets me every time.
I need some.
does.
Like if I
They
were,
think they're balls, and they go in my pocket, and they're like, I thought it was nuts. No, it was hush puppies.
No, it's hush puppies.
So they're pleasantly
nobody's
turned
just-
on when your balls
Yeah.
turn out to be cornbread.
Nobody's disappointed.
No, Hendo's out here slaying the beaver, though. That's the word on the street, Hendoh. I don't know if you
Jesus.
wanted me to talk about it, but you got a little bit of a reputation.
I don't know.
And
I haven't been here that long.
but you know that, and they say you literally slay the beaver, and I don't know if it's true. Is that true?
What do you do with all the beaver carcasses?
Yeah, I need to understand this better. What does the term mean?
Let's make Jesse
Beaver, what does
uncomfortable.
beaver mean? Like slaying the beaver?
Slaying the beaver, please tell me.
Well, back during World War II,
Do continue.
How many beavers do you slay in a
Hitler had this idea. He wanted to like kill all the beavers or something. I don't know. It's
You
some kind of-
personally, you weren't even born.
I know. I'm
You
a
were still there,
historian.
though.
I'm a historian.
It's your time
I
travel.
went to Ohio State. I took history. I got a minor in African American studies. I majored in business. I
you
know
said
shit. I
you
know
weren't-
military history because I was in the Army for a long time. And I had to do military.
You said you haven't been
history
here
school.
that long, though. Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Lorain, Ohio, but I moved to Columbus when I turned 18 to go to college down there. So
Okay.
then I joined the Army like
Why?
a dumb fuck. Why'd I
Yeah.
go to?
Why'd you join the Army?
To pay off my student loans.
Okay, never mind.
That was
counts.
initially the reasoning, but
I mean, that counts.
I was planning on getting married and stuff, so I wanted to have a nice little nest egg and be able to provide for the family and buy a house and all that bullshit.
So how'd you feel about the Army?
I'm glad I went. I mean, it was a good learning experience. I mean,
There's a lot of swamp ass.
black in America is hard as it is, you know what I mean? And it was just like 3 times as harder when you went to the military. But as I progressed, you know, the first 10 years, there was a big like regime shift, change. Like a lot of the older white men that were in power and control were retiring, and there's a lot of black higher enlisted officers that kind of filled in the gaps. And you probably saw that. I mean, on this side, you probably saw even on the civilian side, like what the first black Surgeon General finally came around. We had the first general from the Marines finally, he was black. You know what I mean? Like, you talking fucking how long we've been fighting side by side and shit for freedom?
Yeah, but things are coming around, and you know we're less.
Things ain't coming around.
You know they
They ain't
things.
fucking coming
Well, you
around.
said
They fucking just shot that kid, what, 80, 90 times about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Things ain't changed, man.
But you got black folks.
America don't know nothing but violence. That's what we know.
You got.
That's my opinion. That's all we know. That's why we ain't did shit about Israel, all the shit that's going on over there. We ain't did shit about that. Because we make money off of that shit.
Word.
We need to
Motherfuckers.
sit down and have some
Lack
fucking
of
cornbread.
cornbread.
We need
That's
to have
what
a
it is.
million
All
man march, and
stems
we need to
from-
march with cornbread and hand cornbread out all the way to D.C.
I mean, I'm there for
And we're
that.
going to march and we're going to rush into the Capitol building and we're going to replace all those dinner rolls with cornbread.
I'm telling you, like, if you just like cornbread, just feed me. I'm gonna be there the whole time. It's gonna give me that
telling
energy.
you.
We're gonna keep going.
And we're going to have a piece for Sleepy Joe. We're going to put it on his nightstand so he can have some in the morning as soon as he wake up.
And he'll be so much
And
happier.
he'll be so much happier and
Cornbread
energetic.
makes everyone happy.
Yeah, he won't forget his lines or nothing that shit no more. Hey, look, I had a girl thought she knew how to make cornbread one time. I was like, all right, she's going to the kitchen, and I heard the microwave turn on. It was like, ding. I was like,
Who makes cornbread in the microwave?
I don't know. I thought maybe she saw this shit on TikTok or something. So I was like, well, maybe she's just heating up the butter, you know?
Yeah, you gotta melt the butter.
3 minutes
Lazy.
later, she came out with some Wonder Bread and some Del Monte corn sitting on top of the bread. I said, bitch, if you don't get out of my house right now,
Damn, that's
I mean,
cold, bro.
There was corn.
fucking
and
be in
there-
Summit. I was about to be in Summit County that night.
The problem
Yeah,
was
that
you weren't clear with your
I
expectations.
wasn't clear with the directions.
Right.
Yes.
There was corn and there was
It was
bread.
corn and was bread, so that's why I
and
couldn't
she
really be mad
followed
at.
the directions. You were like,
fucking-
cornbread. She's like, yeah, I got this. Can of corn on top of some bread.
All right, Hendoh. Thank you so much, Hendoh. Everybody, give it up for Alexander Henderson. He goes by Hendoh.
Thank you. Time.
Don't do a number
Well,
two
he
in
does
there.
that.
Nathan.
I mean, if he does, leave it there.
Nathan
Oh,
Edmunds
they'll never
could
have no toilet paper in there.
That's
come
true.
up and.
No, because
What
I
about
did.
Peter?
I
What are
went
you
in there
doing
one
back
time. I forgot to check that they had toilet paper.
And then you're left.
Then
Like-
it was a silicone bag on the ground. So I was like, well, I can use this little baggie. Yeah.
We're live streaming.
Apparently
We
there
got to
was
keep the
coke
show
residue
going,
still
buddy.
in that bag.
I don't know. Oh
live
man,
streaming.
I don't know which mic
You're
is
the
yours,
feature
but you are so
artist.
quiet.
I was high for
Here,
3 days. I
it's
wiped
like
my ass.
suppository style.
I know. So
That
never
should work. Is that a different cable?
don't wipe your ass with a silicone bag.
All right,
in
we're
the
gonna get a
bathroom.
little while
I think
we
you're- I think
wait
you're
for.
number 4.
We got another 2-minute
Your microphone
performer.
is so quiet.
It is quiet. I don't know.
There,
why.
that's
It
better.
is
I got
very,
you. I got you. You're number 4. We're still figuring this out. It's only show 4. What's up?
It's only show 4. Everybody's out walking dogs today.
I know. I want them to bring those dogs in here.
No,
we
I
have some
don't.
dogs
No,
on the
you don't.
show. Dogs are
Dogs
great.
out
You
here.
don't like dogs?
I like dogs, but they just stay outside.
Oh, you
Well,
can have
you-
my chair.
I grew up during the era where dogs bit. Okay.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
fair.
understand these new.
These new dogs that are
these
sweet.
dogs are nice and shit.
You know, the ones that have training and not
I don't
like the yard
understand
dogs?
it. I'm a DMX kind of guy. Okay.
Arf,
Yeah, the dogs bite. Dogs. Yeah, that's where I'm from. Like, you know.
Well,
I was a paper boy when I was growing up too, so I delivered papers from about the age of 8 till about probably like 12. So I did it for 4 years. So
did you get bit?
I got bit a lot of times.
Yeah? You got any
Chased by
scars?
dogs, bit by dogs.
That's because dogs were nasty then.
I mean, I had scars. They've gone away since, but
Because
I had some
again,
cornbread in my pocket one day, and my mom had just cooked.
All right.
I love that you just keep it raw in your pocket. You're just like, yeah,
I'll keep
emergency
it, yeah.
cornbread.
It's emergency cornbread.
Emergency cornbread.
She said if you get hungry and you're on your route, you just eat some of this cornbread.
It's like, you know.
Yeah, I got
marathon
cornered. I got
runners.
cornered by this dog. His name was Brutus. By all the names of dogs you can have, and I'm like a Buckeye fan. His fucking name dog is Brutus.
Yeah, evil.
Had me cornered, and I pulled out this cornbread.
Yeah,
And
everybody
I threw
loves
that cornbread down, and that dog went chewing on that cornbread, and I got my ass up out of there.
So, okay, we got Andrew Wirtz coming up. He's going to do 2 minutes for us, and then we're going to talk about it. And then we're going to have some Peter Trowbridge take us out
All right.
and provide a little soundtrack and have a little dance party here before we depart. So thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys watching live from Akron. We're here at the Matinee in Highland Square. And right after we're done, the comedy open mic, it's Late Night Laughs at the Pharmacy, which is next door. So it's Matthew Farkas. He's a great host. He's
He
really
is.
good. He can actually create a joke on the spot
Oh man,
on
he's
any
one of the
subject.
best. He's one of the best to do it, man.
It's amazing.
One
It
of the
really,
best to
truly
do it,
is.
and he can hold. He can do a 10, 15 minutes out of his ass, like out of his ass,
Talented.
like talented.
Okay, you got 2 minutes, brother.
Let's rock
There
this
were
shit.
no rules until you started breaking them. There were no signs till we started painting them. Ain't no time till we started taking it. Ain't got a dime, but I'm paying it. Smart ass monkey bending space time, looking high into the skyline. Can't tell him nothing. All is lost, but I am found, turning circles into sounds. Merry-go-round. It must be a new day, maybe a Tuesday. But I'm not really paying that much attention. Walking in a different direction. And every path's been walked before. Nothing new, you thought you're doing something cool. Oh yeah, you're so cold. Gotta get up and go. Spreading all over the globe. Nonsense resonating bold with the state of the soul. The glimmer of gold. Oh, the glimmer of gold. Thank you.
Wow, that was really great. Andrew Wirtz, everybody, give it up for Andrew.
Hey.
So, in your own words, what's that song about?
Nonsense.
Was that your own song, or was that like a
Yeah, it's an original.
original?
Yeah, my uncle said the words, there weren't no rules until you started breaking them. So I just kind of went off from there.
Wow. That's great stuff, man.
No, it was really good. Thank you.
Thanks.
That shit should be on the radio for real, bro. Like real spit, man.
It's too slow for the radio.
Yeah.
Won't hold anyone's
I think
attention.
it depends on what you're listening to.
Yeah, it depends what station. I mean, you got
That's true.
all
The
kinds
Summit
of serious
might.
stations now.
I mean, it's on live on Akron now, so
It's on
you're-
Live on Akron. That's the most popular
Yeah.
podcast
You're literally Taylor Swift now.
around. Yeah, Taylor Swift's gonna be so jealous when this drops.
We're all what? Wurtsies? Is it Swifties?
Is that what it is?
Swifties.
Swifties now? That's what they call them?
Yeah,
Swifties,
Sound
yeah.
like a Girl Scout cookie.
That's what they call them, Swifties, if you're a Taylor Swift fan.
Swifties.
You'd have a
Let me
Swiftie.
get a box of Swifties.
Make them two, because they never last.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like a Swifter to me.
Oh, that too, yeah.
It sounds like I'm eating dirt.
How do you turn circles into sound?
The loops in your head that you can't snap out of. Make something beautiful out of them. Turn it into a joke or some shit.
Those ruts.
Yeah. Or this one riff that you got over and over again. That's all you got. But you can turn that into a whole song. It's a circle, but
Yeah.
it's a sound.
It's house music. Just untis.
Dude, you got a beautiful voice, man.
Thank
You got a
ones,
beautiful
man.
voice, and like the way that you finessed
Zeros and ones.
you were playing soft guitar,
think it's
and
just
your voice was
going in and
soft,
out.
but it commanded attention somehow better than anybody else. Tonight I think you just like, you're just like. Commanded attention is the best way I could put it, because you kind of stopped what you're doing. You're like, what the fuck
was.
is he doing, Cause
He
it was
also-
like,
It's like the eclipse, man. It was like,
He put
Look
his
at this
mouth
dude like, what the
right
fuck?
on the
Yeah.
microphone. Right on the microphone, too. Like, he
Yeah, you
has
gotta
taken
kiss
his
it.
own advice. Get
Yeah.
it right in there.
Gotta get that mono.
Right in there.
gotta get that money.
yeah, and you didn't overplay. And I'm trying to think of who is that singer, that Jeff Buckley, bro. You got Jeff Buckley vibes,
I've listened
bro.
to so little Jeff Buckley in my life. I mean, I've liked it when I have, but I've listened to like so little.
I don't
Dude.
even know who that is.
Dude, yeah.
My bad.
Jeff
We're
Buckley
on
is
the same team.
No, he was this.
We're uncultured over
Let-
here, eating some cornbread. We don't know who Jeff Buckley is. But man, he's got cornbread in his pocket. He's feeding me like a little bird.
Yeah, Jeff Buckley is an interesting story. He was a young man who was about to be the most famous singer in the world, and he lost his life at an early age. But he was like on his way. He just signed the major record label deal. His record was shooting up the charts, and he was playing in front of probably arenas right before he died, I think. And he was going to be the most sought after act in the whole world, and then he tragically didn't make it.
How did he die? How did he die?
I can't remember. Oh, he drowned. He drowned in the Memphis fucking river.
What?
What?
He drowned.
like swimming.
This is strange because he was sober, and everybody was wondering if he was on a bunch of drugs. I think he had a drug use history, but he was like clean. And him and his tour buddy pulled over in Memphis to the Mississippi River, and he got down there and wanted to take he was stone sober, wanted to take his clothes off and be in the river. He was just quirky weirdo.
That's a natural
Yeah, I mean,
urge.
I
Hell
want to
yeah.
do that all the time.
Not in the Mississippi River. You been down in what?
I mean,
Okay,
listen,
maybe
the
not
river
that.
took him.
Cuyahoga.
That's amazing, and it's pretty cool because I don't really think you're really all that into. You're not really active out here doing gigs, are you?
No, I don't do shit.
You should.
Should, man.
You should.
Yeah. Just don't go swimming in no damn rivers.
Yeah, stay out of the Cuyahoga, please.
Goddamn rivers, man.
Multiple reasons.
Jesus.
Water quality aside, stay out of the
Right.
Cuyahoga.
Ain't no good getting in it, man.
It's tempting.
If you can't see the bottom, stay up out of it. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
even if you can, I
that's
heard
my
it's
motto.
bad for musicians.
That's my motto.
So
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. Yeah. Yeah, my parents told me SpongeBob would make me stupid, so I was off limits.
I mean, they weren't wrong, but it's still funny.
It is funny though. I ain't gonna lie.
What? So were you going to school? What did you do for fun in Seattle? A skateboard?
Nah, I rode my bike a lot. I rode a bike. I had a job where I like rode people around in a bike. You know, it was like a rickshaw deal. Yeah. Everyone bows down to bikes out there. It's a very different culture.
It's great. Yeah.
So you'll get killed if you do that around here.
Like they don't have the right of way on East Coast as much as
Yeah,
West,
for sure.
West Coast.
Yeah, New York City, they're
Well,
brutal.
they have the right of way. We just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? Like
technically.
the drivers up here don't give a damn. Like,
Right.
The rules are the same.
the rules the same. Drivers is different. Like get the fuck out the way, man.
Yeah.
Just trash. Bike.
Well, that's cool. Very cool story. Well, I think thank you for your participating. Give a big round of applause for Andrew Wirtz.
Hey, thanks everyone. Thanks, live from Akron.
He's our engineer also, so you'll see him sitting over here at the table. And I just want to take a moment to thank the crew because we're getting close to wrapping up today. And I want to thank Peter Trowbridge, who does our DJ. He does our EDM music before and after our show. And Jesse is over here on our panel. And Alexander Henderson, or Hendoh, is on our panel tonight. Thank you for participating.
Thank you for having me.
We got the Melon,
Leo
Melon over
Leo
here,
Melon.
and we got Nathan Edmunds tonight who contributed. So thank you guys. Thank you to the Matinee for having us, and thank you to coming in off the street right here in Highland Square. So live from Akron, we're going to be coming at you every week from 5 until 8 p.m. here in Highland Square, and we make zero money. But we love you guys.
We do it for the love.
So it's money, zero money.
And we're doing it right now for zero
I start
money.
making cornbread and just like
Cornbread.
handing
We don't
out.
need money.
Yeah.
Beer and cornbread.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's nice to give a voice to people. You know what I mean? That's what I personally love the most is just giving microphones to people and letting them express
Like
themselves.
Diane off the street, that was pretty nice.
Look, not about the money.
She came
Not
right in
about
off
the
the
money.
street, baby.
About
Yeah.
the people.
Yeah. Now, if you would like to donate to us, though, I believe Venmo at Live from Akron. I hope it works, but I think somebody used it successfully, and then some other people were not successful. But check that out, Venmo at Live from Akron, and donate it to us because sooner or later we're going to be on the Patreon, and we're going to try to actually make some money so we can afford better equipment to come to you in the way of cameras so we look and sound better. I guess just take over, Peter, if you're ready. All right, yeah, I'm Dave Ferratu, Dave Andrews, and you can find me on the socials out there if you'd like to follow me. And Live from Akron is on all the socials, Facebook and Instagram at least. So it's really nice tonight. Thank you guys so much.